Namaste and a very good morning to my dear students and everyone who's watching this video. I hope you all are doing fine and taking good care of your health. Okay, so children, today we are going to discuss the last part of the chapter 1 which we are discussing from last two videos, that is output and processing devices. So to begin, I'll be switching to the presentation now and you all can open page number 9 of your computer books. Okay children, so today we are going to discuss about output devices. So what are output devices first? Output devices are used to display the data that we enter into a computer and the results that we get after processing. So this means that whatever input we are giving to computer, after processing it, after working on that input, what output comes out, to display that output or to give that output to the user, output devices are used, right? So the most common output devices that is used is monitor. Monitor looks like a television, yes. Monitor screen is very similar to. There are three types of monitor, children, that are being used. First is the CRT monitors like this, and then second is the LCD, and the third one is LED monitors. These are the LED monitors are the most used nowadays. The first developed monitors were the CRT monitors. As the name, it is based on the technology which is used to used to build these monitors. So the CRT monitors, the full form is cathode ray tube. This tube is used in the manufacturing of this type of monitors. So these are less expensive. The first point written, less expensive because the manufacture cost is not much, so they cost less to the users, but they consume more electricity. Yes, so this is a negative point, that you have to pay heavy bills if you are using CRT monitors as the computer monitor or for your TV screens as well. They are heavy in weight. You can see they are huge in size as comparative to LCD and LED. So they are not that much easy to portable also, that you can move it from one place to other because they are heavy in weight. The second is the LCD monitors. Now the second and the third, LCD monitors and LED monitors, are not having much difference. LCD monitors are also much lighter than the CRT ones, and they consume very less electricity. So they are also having good quality results. But after that, as technology is developing day by day, so we are getting new and new products. So same way with the advanced technology, after LCD, LED monitors also came in market. They are very similar, as I said earlier, to the LCD monitors, but the picture quality and there are many more other features that it gives you the picture quality is like so that it gives you a real look. Yes, you feel like that whatever you are looking in you are getting on that screen, you are looking, that is very real. So same with this picture quality differs, but they are at the same time little expensive also, because when the technology advance, they use very fine products to manufacture these products, so they cost also much. So this is expensive, but because of the good picture quality, nowadays people prefer LED monitors. Okay, so the next output device that we commonly use is speakers. Yes, so speakers we use to listen music and sound effects from the computer. So if you want to listen to the songs, you on your computer, and then if you have attached speaker with your computer, then you can easily enjoy the music. Same way, there are many other types of speakers also. Let's check. The first one is here is the basic one that comes here is like there is a woofer here and the two speakers, so you can attach it with the computer and then you can enjoy music or videos which is having a sound. Yes. Then second one, see a Smiley is there. Now Smiley is also enjoying music. Now Smiley is again having using a different type of speakers. These speakers are called headphones. Yes. So these headphones are also a type of speakers only which one can use to listen music or any kind of sound. Then third one is this one. This is very similar to headphone which Smiley is using. Yes, but there is one difference. Let's check what it is. Now these three are output devices. The first one, the second that Smiley is using, and the third one where I have marked this arrow, the blue one area, this is a output. These are all speakers. But there is one twist here. In the third picture, this one, a black small mic is also attached. So this is an input device. So this is a combination. The third picture is a combination of both input and output device. So you are using this headset as input device because there is a microphone, and even you can use it as a output device because you are listening music with the help of speaker attached to it. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Okay, so I'll move to the next one. The next output device is printer. Yes, so the printer prints the output onto paper. Now till now what we have discussed is the first one is the monitor. So the monitor or output, whatever output you are getting through monitor, that is in the form of soft copy because we cannot touch that output. Yes, and even the output that we are getting from speaker, that is also a type of a soft only, but it is a music, a different format is there. Yes, you can listen, you can feel that music. Then now comes the printer where we are getting the output, that is a hard copy because it prints the output onto the paper, and definitely you can touch a paper, that's why it's a hard output, hard copy. So the most commonly used printers are, first is dot matrix, second is inkjet, and third is laser printer. Right, these three are given in your book. So dot matrix are little outdated nowadays, but few people are still using it because they are also the cost also very less. Okay, so the first point written here is that dot matrix printer works like typewriter. If some of you got the chance, if you have seen the typewriter, those who have not seen, request your parents that they'll just show you a small video that how typewriter used to work. So they work very similar to the typewriter. They create the impressions by striking on the paper. Yes, so that's why they are little noisy also, and the quality is also not that good which we are getting with nowadays printers. Okay, but whenever something starts and at that time when there were no other printers, these were also like blessings, so people were using these only, and then with the advanced technology every day we are improving on the things, so same way with the printer. Now the next is inkjet printer. Now in this inkjet printer, there is first point written is spray droplets of ink on paper. So you can see on the screen also there are some small bottles are there. Yes, the colorful ones also and two black also, because it can give you both black and white and colored output. So it uses the ink in form of liquid, and there is some processing inside that printer that it sprays the droplets of that ink, and then whatever you want to print, that comes on the paper. So these are best for the routine work we are doing, that if we are using it at home and we are printing our assignments or some pictures, so this is very good for that. It is a very good quality. It has a very good quality also. This next is the laser printer, which are most commonly used nowadays. The laser printers use drying to print, and they are very fast and having a very good quality, but they are little expensive though. So as per the requirement, people choose. Okay, so next move to the next one, that is processing device now. So I think you are clear with the output devices. So now we come to the processing devices. So the one processing device is there only, that is CPU, Central Processing Unit. It acts like the brain of the computer, where it processes and stores the information. It performs calculations also and then sends the result to the output devices. So it is an intermediator between the input devices and the output devices. Yes, it is also known as a system unit. Now see, CPU is again divided into three parts so that we can understand its function very easily. First is memory unit, second is arithmetic and logical unit, third is control unit. So as you can see, a small pictures I have put aside to these words. The first one, that is memory unit, you can see the person is shown with the memory card on it, that it stores information that can be used in future. Yes, and arithmetic and logical unit, here in this unit of the CPU, in this part it performs all the calculation, all logical answering, all calculations, they all are done under this unit, that is arithmetical and logic unit. Third is control unit. It works like a traffic policeman. So as traffic policeman controls the traffic, and so that there should be no congestion and traffic can move smoothly, same way CPU has a control unit which controls all the working so that all the functions can be performed smoothly, right? So this is all about CPU. I hope you are clear with this. Yes, so we are done with this chapter. Now just a small recap that what all we have done. So this all we have covered is IPO cycle, input, processing and output. We have discussed all the input devices, how they work, yes, and then CPU, that and how what all parts are there in the CPU, and how CPU works with the input and output devices, and final is the output devices where we get the output. Yes, so children, this chapter is complete now. I hope you all are aware of all technical terms that we have discussed in this, and now you are clearly aware of this cycle, that is IPO, and all terms related to this. Yes, so thank you so much children.